morning. I hope everybody is doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, what's up, CDP, Eminem Boys? Good morning. Itsy Bitsy. Good morning. Ida Wallace, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Douglas. What's up, Jay Parrish? Thank you. What's up? What's up, Dre Day? What's up? Well, look, you all, it is Friday, TGIF. It is Friday. It is Friday. Let me turn my air conditioner on, baby. Hey, it look like Chefy in here. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well. So my title is Burnout. I'm not burned out. Now, some people may think I am, but I'm looking at the lemon situation. I'm looking at a lot of YouTubers, and when you get to the point where you you're the self-proclaimed king of the beef sector and all of this stuff, it's some things that are wrong. And I just think it's some burnout going on. When your mother tells you to get out, there's some burnout. That means that you're not doing nothing at home. Your mama working two jobs, from what I hear. That means you're the king of the beef sector. That's my picture. Child, that's my picture. That's my picture. That's my picture, baby. But when you're doing that much, that means I'm the king of the beef sector. Okay, okay. So that means you're lacking in other places, unfortunately. And when you let me put it this way, you all, because it's really, I'm just looking at this, and I don't want to say anything disparaging, because it's not about being, it's about an observation and not judgment. So I don't want to do that. I just want to observe. Okay, I'm on here because I'm heading to work. I watched CNN today, so I'm like, okay. So I talked to my other half this morning before he went into work. I come on here because between being on the northeast side of San Antonio to go to the extreme northwest side of San Antonio, um, it's some time. San Antonio is a big place. So it's nothing to come on here and chit chat with you all, because I would either be listening to Sirius XM or NPR or doing something like that. So I'm like, well, let me get my commercials in and let me get paid. That's how I feel. Let me get paid. So this doesn't interrupt my life. This actually is an easy moneymaker. Come in, shoot the breeze with you all, and then move on. As you can see, I'm not going back and forth with people. I may talk about some things, but I'm not going back and forth. I'm not doing all of that. My life is not being disrupted. I am not obsessively drinking or doing any of that, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Lemon, on the other hand, you're on really all times of the night. You got an issue with this drinking. Um, People are really piling up. It's chaos. It's discord. I love that thing is called Discord, because that's what it's exactly is about if you use it that way. You're neglecting things at home to the point where your mom is like, get out. So you may be king, self-proclaimed king of the beef sector, but your real life is falling apart. And you done edit your mama saying get out. I mean, everybody know that. And I don't know. And then my thing is, how are you that old still living with your mom? How are you this old and still living with your mom? Now you can look at it a lot of ways. Is Lemon mentally delayed, and that's why he lived with his mama? Maybe he has the mindset of a juvenile, and that he needs to be with her because he may not be able to live on his own. I mean, you just never know. Did she coddle him too much? Is he abusive to her? I don't know. But but you working two jobs, and this is the thing. This is the other thing. If you have $12,000, then go ahead and get a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's really weird, but this is why I just look at these people and I'm like, are you serious? I mean, what's really going on? So I just thought it was interesting. Krista got a little bit of her dignity back, I heard. So he was trying to beckon her over back to his link, and she would go, which is good. I'm glad you get your dignity back, baby. Glad you get your dignity back. It's really an interesting dynamic, and I think sometimes people intertwine their life a little bit too much in these YouTube streets, and yeah, it's difficult to watch sometimes. Crystal lied, so she was hiding. Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, and I'm just looking at the women, child. I'm like, okay, that's what y'all want. So much for women empowerment. So much for women empowerment. So, yeah, it was really interesting. So, last night on my channel, I wasn't planning. I was gonna leave and come back home, but it got very interesting yesterday. Lady Sparkle came on. She had a lot of words for Miss T. Brian came on and he had a few words for Miss T. And honey, Sister T, click the link, honey. Now I'm gonna say this. I think I was fair. I let Brian and Lady Sparkle say what they had to say, uninterrupted. Sister T got on. Now Brian did click the link when Sister T got on, but I put in the back chat, I will let you up. I'm gonna let her speak her truth, and then I'm gonna bring you on. Okay? Child Sister T came on, and honey, oof, I ain't gonna lie, Sister T stunted on the girls. I ain't gonna lie. And that's why I kept on saying the views and the opinions of the guests are not those of the host, because I knew it was gonna get real touchy. I didn't know what people was gonna say. Now I am gonna say that Sister T did not go for the juggler. She did not use the F word. Baby, she kept it very PG. Sister T kept it very PG. I ain't gonna lie, I was very surprised. But Sister T kept it very PG. Honey, Sister T came on that road. Honey, she walked outside, still talking her mess, sat in that swinging chair, that swinger on that wooden wraparound porch, stunning on the girls. Now, this is all on camera. And then went to the greenhouse. Now, I was cammed up, Sister T was cammed up. Baby, she told Brian to camp up. She said, 'cause I know your walls are dirty, honey. Well, Sister T, and you know, it was just the rigorosity. It was the rigorosity. And she was very rigorous in what she was saying. And baby, Brian came up, and I thought it was going to be a big one. Child, baby, it was like Angelica. Baby, I thought it was going to be, baby, Sister T said, Jay Wilson, put me down. She said, you can put me down. She said, I ain't going to put myself down. She said, just put me down. Woo-wee. Then she said, I got more combined wealth in this greenhouse than you, Sparkle, and Tulsa put together. Girl, it was like, and let me tell you this, I don't have a problem with Brian's Sister T. But baby, it was very rigorous last night. Girl, I was fighting sleep, but I'm like, I'm staying awake. I'm staying awake, baby. I was fighting sleep. Mm. But it was interesting. Sister T showed up. She said somebody came and got her. And baby, she came back and she answered the girls. So it was really, really interesting last night. So, oh Lord, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it is Friday. So anyway, you all, but that's my take on it. You know, you all cannot take this YouTube beef sector, and I'm specifically targeting the beef sector. Okay, Sassy for the espresso. You want to tell me something? Okay, girl, I'm gonna drop the link so you can tell me something. But let me tell you all that you wear this stuff like a loose garment. Somebody said I'm driving a company truck and stuff, and I just listen to these Negroes and I just laugh. But you yet watch it, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I don't get mad at people and their ignorance. I don't get mad. You can't. It's a show. Either people gonna like your show or they're not gonna like the show. There are people who were here and they're not here anymore. I'm not chasing folks. And that's another thing too. People want you to chase them. People want you to really chase them. And I'm to the point where, baby, you come on this show, I'm gonna entertain. If you get here, I'm gonna call your name out. But baby, I'm not here. You know, these people really want attention, and it's almost like, do you have family at home? Do you have loved ones? Do you have somebody you can talk to? And the sad part about this beef sector is a lot of people are lonely out there. I don't know. It's deep. It's deep, but don't get caught up in this mess. This is entertainment. Keep it at that. Like, I'm not going to be on for lunch today because I'm going to the gym. I am going to the gym today because it's gym day today. You know, I'm still at 208, but I'm happy because it hasn't gone up. But I'm headed to the gym. I got goals. I got focus. So, you know, I have a lot of meetings today as well. So it is what it is, you all. But yeah, don't take this thing too seriously. You know, my heart goes out to Tommy, and I'm really serious about this. This is no joke. My heart goes out to Tommy because he does have some mental issues, and he's very emotional. He's in trouble, and he's fighting people. Tommy, you can't stop people from talking about you. Now, if the people don't stop talking about you, what are you going to do? How are you going to change the paradigm? You know, Tommy, you don't get it. The best way for revenge is to succeed. Success is your best revenge. And you sitting up there crying, drinking beer, wishing death on everybody, ain't helping you. My thing is, Tommy, if you want to get revenge, if you want to be successful, be successful. Stop being a crybaby, being on here being the victim. Because that's what these people want you to do. They want you to sit here and cry. They want you to, Tommy, the more you say leave me alone, the more they're gonna mess with you. You know why? Because they know they can push your button. And you are allowing these people to do that to you. And that's the sad part about it. And you don't see it. Success. Success. Baby, success. These hoes talking about me, baby, I'm still doing it. They have tried to put barriers and stop. Tommy, you ain't the only one who's been doxxed. But the difference is, are you going forward or are you going backwards? I take those situations and use them as stepping stones. Success. What's up, Robin? Women, if you want to get back at that man who may have divorced you or left you, go to the gym, get yourself together, and step out feeling good, looking good. Let me tell you something. These people want you to grovel and call them. These people want you to need them. But when you can move on and do your thing, it bothers people. It don't bother me because somebody said something about me. Baby, so and I'm doing what I need to do. God has opened up some doors. You hear me? Who gives a damn if XYZ said this? That's why I stopped letting people send me stuff. I'm like, this ain't the news that I can use. Keep it moving. What XYZ said about me don't have nothing to do with me. That has everything to do about them. It don't matter to me. Yeah, Gubs girl, because he's crying about what people said and leave him alone. Well, how do you know people saying this about you unless you're going over there and watch? See, that's the whole thing. That's right, it's a busy. Go on, and let me tell you something. It is hard when something is going on. Grieve that thing and move on. Grieve and leave. It's okay to grieve a relationship. It's okay to grieve something that happened, but then you got to move on. You can't stay in that place. And all I'm telling you all is you got to get yourself together. People love a train wreck. People love when you're depressed. But when you have moved on and you go on and keep your, people can't stand that. People really want you to chase them. Mm-mm. It ain't that season. It's not that season. And that's what happens with a lot of these YouTube content creators. A lot of this stuff, people talking about something, Jay, what did you do to these people? Nothing. And you don't have to do anything. But what this is I really want more attention. I want you to fight with me because I can't have a good relationship. I'm so used to dysfunctional relationships. And this is how I do. This is how I do my family. This is how I do everybody. Because I need a little attention. I'm not getting some at home. I'm not getting what I need. So I'll come over here and make something up. Or I'll come over here and say my birthday or something just to do. Or, yeah, and you move on. Come on, intimacy. You know, let me tell y'all something. I never had a problem with Queen Tulsa. I like Tulsa. But it gets to the point where When people negotiate in bad faith, you leave the table. And when you negotiate in bad faith with me, I leave the table. So she can click the link. No, she can click the link anytime. I never said she couldn't come over here. I'm not inviting her back either because she was never disinvited. But it was her choice. When I told her I blocked her, that was it. But I did it for a reason. Because when you operate in bad faith with me, and again, sometimes you block people just to see what they're going to do. And they do exactly what you think they were going to do. And it only confirms that, see, it wasn't about the ministry, baby. It was about the five fish and the loaves of bread. Some people are with you to get what they can get. It is not about anything else. And then when something happens, instead of working through, maybe they'll move on. And that's what I'm saying. This is why I tell people, nobody ain't playing in my face. Girl, nobody ain't playing in my face. I see what these people do. I've been on this earth too long not to see these people. I don't work with gay folks, okay, too long, and church people. All right, freely you came, freely you can leave. Amen. And that's not, and I'm like I said, I ain't dogging her out. I ain't got time for that. Look, we 1099, baby. We are subcontractors around here. And that's all I can say. I ain't never only a couple of people that are blocked and they cannot come up on my platform. And they know who they are. Other than that, we keep it moving. Baby, you can't drag me. Notice, I'm only saying this today is because of what's going on. But baby, you can't drag me. I'm like Sister T. You can't drag nobody. The only power some of these people have is on this YouTube apparatus. They don't have power nowhere else. And I'm not going to even get deep into that. But this is why I don't even care. So it's a business. Do you see me caring? Do you see me crying? Do you see me trying to address that foolishness? Absolutely not. Ain't worth it. A lot of y'all getting burnout because you're trying to fight everybody. You're trying to take up every storyline. Stay with the script. Stay with the script. Honey, read the script that's good for you. Read the script that is good for you. And stop taking these scripts that put you in a bad light. You know, I'm so glad that Cicely Tyson didn't take every script. I'm so glad Ozzy and Ruben D didn't take every script that Sidney Poitier and Denzel Washington. They ain't taking scripts that's demeaning black folk and stuff. No, they wanted strong scripts. So I seen I do pay it dust. Let me tell you something. I do pay it dust. You know. So, and there's a lot of people who have a lot of things to say, but you keep it moving. Hold on for a minute, you all. I think this may be Sassy here. Hold on for a minute. Give me a minute here. Hello, is this Sassy?
Hey, good morning, Jay Wilson.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed and highly, highly favored, honey.
Girl, that's what I'm talking about today. That's the truth.
Hallelujah.
That's the truth. That
Yeah,
is the
for real.
truth.
No, for real.
Let me say something again too. They don't like Sassy
Mm.
because Sassy works. Sassy got a little coin. Sassy is sassy. And anybody who has some self worth and self value and who is very focused and convinced about their purpose, they have an issue with. They have an issue with Sassy. As much as I can't stand them, they have an issue with talent. They have an issue with Wolverine. Anybody who's doing it or perceives that they got a problem with. Anyway, go ahead, Tess.
I love me some Wolverine. Do you talk to him? Wolverine.
You know what? I don't talk to Wolverine as much, but if I'm going to Florida, Wolverine usually will hit me up. So yeah, Wolverine is a cool guy in person. He's a nice guy, and
Yeah,
to
I
know
loved
where
him.
he comes from and where
Uh-huh.
he is now, it is a miracle. It is a testimony. And
Oh,
that's all
that's
I'm gonna say. It is a testimony. Everybody don't come out of this thing rich. Everybody didn't grow up with a silver spoon. But some people know that they want better for their life and they make it happen. Okay,
that
that's
is
all I'm gonna say about that. But I'm gonna tell you what. See, I Wolverine is a good person. And when you really sit down and talk to some people and don't have to worry about nobody trying to get you know, see if you got boogers in your nose, or, because you know how these people are. They
yeah.
always trying to turn. Me and
Dissect you.
Wolverine, yeah, me, Wolverine, and April sat down. But then I was talking to Wolverine. Wolverine told me where he came from, where he was, and I'm like, "Are you from there for real?" He said, "Yeah." And then
Oh,
his journey, man, I respect him even more for sharing that with me. It was like,
mhm.
wow. So I
Oh,
give him props. Period.
well, if you listening, what's up, Wolverine? You was my first taste of a little bougie here about 5 years ago. On this apparatus, I said, "Look at this Negro," and then of course, I was here for the Cash App. For the Super Chat war, baby. I said, "Baby, y'all better work, 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 work." I said, "Okay." Hey, church girl. Okay, well let's do a little mess because it is Friday, darling. Okay.
It is.
Okay. So, and I don't really know what I want to say about this, but I think it's interesting. And I really only go live on my members only, so I got to talk about it with them. But do you know the Christa saga and like the Christa and Landlord saga?
I remember when she went that route with Landlord, and I remember when they had Doc's tennis shoes. Girl, it was a mess.
Oh,
I remember that. Now, I heard that she was with him and Lemon found out and he got a little touched in his spirit. Is that true?
well, the way the story goes is that so that was months ago with that was her little first little well her second little relationship after our homegirl TC, right, on YouTube, right?
Yes.
And okay, so then I don't even know how long ago that was now. So then let's
I
fast forward.
forgot about that lady. I forgot about that lady. Okay, go right ahead.
Uh-huh. And so then fast forward all the way to a couple of days ago, I guess, we find out or landlord hits up Lemon on someone's panel and says something about, and that's why your girl over there sending me money and gave me $75. Sent me a cash app for $75. Now I'm not trying to be, you know, you know how I am. But I'm not trying to be rude or anything. But $75 cash app from a subscriber is a lot anyway. That's a great, great cash app. But $75 from Krista, that's fucking spectacular. I mean, like, oh, really? That's what you're doing? So Lemon was like, oh, well, do you like one time Lemon what wouldn't drop her off his panel. He had made it a rule like, no, I'm not gonna take no money to drop Krista off. So in the meantime, he said he's losing hundreds of dollars by keeping her on. And he asked her, hey, do you have anything, on my bottle? Kind of like, hey, I didn't did you, I did you one, do me one. And she was like, no, whatever. I think she said she sent it to Lola, which I thought was really nice. So he got irritated because of that, because to him, he's like, well, if you got money out here like that to be sending it to somebody named Landlord who you really don't know like that, but you up here on my panel every single day, I'm turning down money. Why wouldn't you send me $20 or whatever and say, here, get a bottle or whatever? Well, Krista's argument was, I mean, I don't send you money all the time, but I did send you something for your birthday. So this is the conversation that we're hearing, right? And then in the meantime, in between time, that's when we hear that Code sends Lemon $330. Do you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Okay. So Code sends Lemon $330 because now Lemon exposes that. I don't know. I would have to ask Lemon. I don't know if he was saying that to like to boast, or was he saying that like, shit, I be getting like with that little $20 cash app you sent me on my birthday, I be getting, I don't know. I had to ask him. Anyway, okay, so that's what happens. So then, okay, she sends landlord the $75 supposedly, right? Lemon's irritated that, okay, if you got it like that, why haven't why you don't give me a little something, whatever, whatever. Okay, boom. So then it comes out that, well, I didn't send him $75 like that. I sent him $75 because we were supposed to go on a trip together. Where is Catherine? Catherine, this is what I need you to be doing. Okay, girl, I need you to get the details, the minutes, darling. Okay, because you be over there. Anyway, so then we like a trip. So she's like, yeah. And then so Lemon and all the girls or whatever, the Lemonette start asking questions. What kind of trip? Where y'all going? She says, baby, Jay Wilson, she says, well, I'm not gonna tell you guys where we're going or what we're doing, but I sent him that for extra towels and water. So then the girls, I don't think so, Olivia. Hold on. Because, baby, me and my daddy is on top of this case. Hold on. I got to pause for breaking news.
Yeah, I saw it. It just came up on my screen, Miss Olivia.
Oh, yeah. Al Jazeera just came up on mine. Let me look at
Yeah,
him.
it just came up. But this is the thing. It ain't no black man.
Oh, no. We know it
So
ain't. We
I
saw
don't know
it.
why. So I don't know why they trying to. I don't know why these extremists are targeting HBCUs. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah, Miss Olivia, I saw it. It just came across my
I just saw it on Al Jazeera. I'm not reading the chat anymore. I'm on my other page.
Yeah.
But Trump told Fox. Okay. But that is Al Jazeera. So I don't know. I'll look at NPR when I get
Bro,
off
they
of
say
here.
they think it was his birthday though.
They say what?
They said that was for the birthday. Exactly. I spoke about that earlier. Yes, Miss
I think
Olivia.
he said that was
Um,
for his birthday. Yeah, the 330. Yeah, I said that. I said a birthday gift. Hey
but this is
Melissa.
the thing. So what's about this trip though? So now
Okay,
did
yeah.
Lemon get mad about that?
So not mad, just this now it's interesting, right? So now it's like, oh, so you didn't send him $75 as a love offering or token of appreciation. You sent it because y'all going on a trip. Oh, okay. Well, where y'all going? Well, I'm not going to tell y'all where we're going, but I'm just telling y'all that I sent him that for water, for extra water and towels. So then you know how it goes here. Well, where y'all staying that you need extra? You got to pay for extra towels and extra water. Now I know, I'm going on a Virgin cruise in December. God willing, New Year's Eve cruise with my family. I'm so excited. But we don't have to pay for anything on Virgin, but all the other cruises, I do have to pay for my water, and it's kind of expensive. So I said, okay, to myself, well, maybe they going on a cruise, but you don't have to pay for towels on a cruise. I don't know. So then they start messing with her and Jones and her. Oh, where y'all are y'all going to an orgy resort? Are y'all going to a campfire event? Like, where is it that you have to pay for water and towels? Right? So this is going on for days, right? This is going on in between, the humiliation rituals and the this and the that. It's going on for days, and she's standing strong. I'm not telling y'all nothing. If y'all want to know, ask landlord, because I'm not saying anything. In the meantime, he goes on somebody's panel and says that Krista is lying, that there was no trip, that she never sent him $75, that it was just all a play, and that he runs Krista is basically his student, and he's teaching her how to troll and you know, how to get over on people. Okay. So then, I don't know if you're probably not very familiar with Landlord. Neither am I. He's nice to me in the chat, but I do know that he's black sector and he's a troll. So in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, okay. I don't know if I can believe you or not either. And why would Krista why did she volunteer that lie? Well, no, she didn't volunteer the lie. You told the lie, right? So it not making sense. Like, did she lie? Well, last night it all comes to a head. I don't watch Envy. I don't care for him at all. But I'm at Lemons, And apparently Maya, which I really like Maya is Landlord's girlfriend, but Maya and Landlord click Envy's link because I guess y'all have to keep me honest because I don't know. I like it, church girl. It's kind of interesting, but I am goofy though. But so apparently, I know Landlord clicked the link. He's saying, listen, this is all a lie. She never sent me any money. I mean, she wanted to lie. I just went around. I just went along with it. Okay, and then Maya, I guess, either in the chat or clicks the link and says, "Yeah, we've been dating for thousands of years. He likes to troll, and I let him troll these women online." Okay, I'm like, wow. So then we get to Lemons. Guess who doesn't show up at Lemon last night?
Krista.
Krista
Let
said
me tell
no.
you something. I think Krista is trolling. I don't think Krista has the capability to travel like that. I don't know. I don't think she has. I don't think she has the capability. To be honest, I think that these are storylines, and I think that this is the difference between the B sector original and the B sector adjacent. Because the stuff we do is very organic. The stuff they do is very manufactured. I think it starts coming down to money. Um, it's money. It's the race to the bottom, and that's what I think. I'm looking at Lemon situation and your mama telling you to get out. That shit is real. Now that was real. That wasn't fake. That lady was pissed off. And so my thing is, you the king, but at what cost? You know, if you making all of this money, then get your own damn place. It doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, it's just what I see. I'm looking at Krista, and I'm gonna say this: I don't have a problem with Krista, but I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching Mary's memorial service, everybody went to that podium except her, and I'm
Oh,
like, something is wrong. Something going on here. It's interesting. Um,
oh,
Even
thank you.
with the landlord situation, it's just weird. It's weird. And the thing is, I wish I could watch, but I can't watch.
Oh no,
Because
it's not.
I don't deal with a lot of guys who are homophobic, and I don't lend time to them, and this is why they don't do well on my platform. This is why I am really not integrated and meshed with B sector adjacent, because those elements I'm too old to be playing with those types of elements. So it's just really interesting. It's just really interesting how these people are doing it. And I look at the stuff like Michael Jackson and Eli and what they said. See, that junk right there, that's organic. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. All of this other stuff, people on them panels, I don't know if you people get paid to do it, but it's certain things that are organic. And I'm like, wow. So I
I
don't know.
From my perspective, you're right, but the difference between the organic and the forced. My thought process of it was, I guess I just couldn't believe that she doesn't really know this guy, right? And so to run a so-called play, I guess in
Hmm.
the chat, I'm reading you guys. Hey, storylines. I'm reading you guys. You guys are saying to make Lemon jealous, you would need to do that type of play all by yourself, because once you start involving other people, it's going to come out. And
Lemon is only jealous because of the fun. Lemon don't want you sexually, girl. Lemon don't want you like that. And I don't know why y'all fooling yourself. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. That man don't want none of y'all. That man wants to demean you all and continue to make y'all look stupid on his platform and talk to y'all any kind of way. But he don't want y'all. And I don't. And Rodney, mm, you know, uh,
what you got to
it's
say to
it's
that?
it's it's a dynamic between lemon and gay men and lemon and straight men and how he treats them, and it screams a lot. It's something with that dynamic as well. I just look at this and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. You don't really want women. You went over to Shamar channel and you was flirting with him like, you wanted him to come to your place. I truly believe that you liked Shakim. I really do. For some reason, you literally told him to come to the hotel room when you thought he was going to do all of this. You had this interest in him. I thought you was going to be this behind. It's a lot going on, and I just sit and watch. It's really interesting. It's amusing, and it is what it is. I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't know if Lemon Mama's scared of him. I don't know what's going on. But if you work in two jobs and this person on these YouTube apparatuses and you telling him to get out because something ain't right, is he not doing anything? Is he giving you some money? I don't know. But it speaks a lot. This man is in his mid-30s and he's still living at your house? My God, today. Anyway, I'm sorry, Sassy.
No,
It's a lot of things going in my mind. Go ahead, Sassy.
no, I mean, it's all, like you said, it's all very interesting, all the different dynamics of it all. I don't know. But that was only my 2 cents, was the Krista situation, because I thought, well, I wonder what's going to happen now. I mean, the subbies at Lemon, the majority of them in the chat treat her horribly. You know what I mean? But outside of that, her supporters, I wonder what they're going to say about this
No,
blatant.
hold on for a minute. It's a bit. See, I know that you are a Lemon fan, but I'm sorry. During that Vegas trip, it was very obvious. And maybe you ain't a gay man, but it was very obvious. You don't sit on nobody's lap wrestling. That was too gay for me, and I'm gay, and I'm like, damn. Well, why don't you just take his pants off? Why don't you? So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He may not feel that way now, but I'm sorry. And I know you love some Lemon, but that was real suspect. I'm just saying, y'all play games. I don't have time to be playing games. It's all good. Now, if you say what you want to, but that Vegas trip told me a lot. Anyway, I'm sorry, Sassy. Baby, these girls be, it's just a lot.
My espresso went down the wrong pipe.
Baby, it's a lot going on. And now we got all of these cations. Baby, we got all these cations going on. I'm very interested with these cations. It's a lot of moving parts going on today. Did you watch last night? Ooh, girl, that crow. You hear that crow?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think we have crows over here. This is a tree-lined street, but there is some birds fighting or something's going on this Friday.
Okay, baby, I'm hearing them. I'm seeing they
Yeah,
sound like
yeah,
they having a B-section
they,
squad.
they having a little squabble.
Okay, like a B-section squad out there. But I'm so sensitive to stuff, especially when I hear birds. I saw some birds fight at the store one day, and maybe that thing intrigued me so much because there was some food involved, and that bird
Let
was
me
trying to haul that food.
let me see what it is. Hold on, let me go see it. I'll tell y'all what. Because baby, it sounds like it's just one, and he might be calling his friends. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, girl. But Sassy, why you going to do that? Baby Sister T came on last night, Sassy, and baby. Now a lot of the girls said that baby she had Brian tongue tied.
Oh, did she?
Oh my God! When I tell you, Sister T came on and stunned it. And the thing is, I didn't say anything. I just was taking it all in, and baby Sister T. But I was trying to give Brian the benefit of the doubt. Keep him in prayer. He gonna get them injections today for his vertebrae. So pray for him that the injections go well. I pray that doctor get it right because she'll be in the law or he'll be in a lawsuit if it don't go right. Brian will sue you for anything. So, girl, I hope they get the thing here right, girl.
They're litigious, okay?
Okay, because Brian will sue you for anything. Okay,
You
I wondered if he have a lawsuit for that hospital situation where he said that man might have touched his stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. Honey, Sister T read 3 people down simultaneously. Yes, she did. All 3. Baby, she took them one at a time and then she merged them all together. Oh my God.
My goodness. Yeah,
Living got some serious issues going on. Drinking to hide is going to get worse. Kidneys and liver crying for help. Well, this is why my title is called Burnout, because maybe people are burning out. And you can tell when people are burning out because they neglect things in their real life to be on YouTube.
You know what somebody sent me the other day, and I was like, I don't think anybody cares, so there's no reason for me to say it. But do you know Sparkle be over there with three people, sometimes one, just herself, and then she restreams all of y'all's stuff. It's like that's the way that she re-listens to everything. It's interesting. And so I heard your stuff, I heard Lemon's, and apparently she does it almost on a daily basis.
Well, some people need something. I guess I can't do it because I got to go to work and I'll be in meetings like you, Sassy.
Period.
You know,
Period.
I do my long commute to the west side of San Antonio. And so this helps me with my commute. And then I come back when I'm commuting after World News Tonight goes off. I come on back on, and then I go to sleep. I mean, it's a pattern. Some people have flexible schedules, but some of these schedules ain't flexible. Maybe when you can be up all night for 9 hours and then get back up and come on, child. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Ebony says
Miss
she just
Ebony said she just got out of me. Yes,
uh-huh.
I'm gonna see my girl Ebony 57 in Virginia. Come on, Ebony. Oh, I can't wait. Y'all, Ebony is a beautiful woman. Oh my God. Yeah, huh?
Are you still gonna meet Lolo?
What you say?
Are you still gonna
Who
meet
am I
Lori?
gonna meet?
Lori. Oh,
Oh,
can y'all not? Oh,
I don't know. I don't. Can you hear me?
we can hear you.
Okay, y'all, because I'm getting into an area where it gets really, girl, I don't know if she can put me in her schedule because Lolo is busy. She's booked and busy. So I will see Honest Row. I will see Rennie TV or RNY TV, and I will see Ebony 757.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna see them. I will see Roe because Roe and I, of course, went to the same institution. So I will see him because, of course, it's our college homecoming. So I'm gonna see him, and I know I'll see Ebony 757. Because not only she's an usher, but I've met Ebony 757. So yeah, it'll be a few people. I don't know. It's up to Lolo. I don't know. She's busy. She's booked and busy. So I don't know if I'll see her.
Okay,
So yeah,
gotcha.
but Ro's gonna be on campus. So yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, that'd be cool. Sherry, our sister T does have a channel. I'm not sure. When I first met her before she came to the beef sector, she was very active. Oh man, you want to talk about some organic beefs. My goodness. Sister T about 4 years ago, she was with who is that ex basketball player? Oh man.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one who was fighting against Charlemagne the God.
Well, he was fighting against all media, but yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was with him until they fell out, and she had a bestie, and they was a trio. They was a trifecta that was a force to be working with another lady of a particular age, and then they all fell out. And Kwame, thank you so much, Kat, with the chats. She was with Kwame on Kwame's team, and boy, I'm telling you, they were something to be man. So I'm not sure if she's as active, but yeah, she has lots of channels, and she's very strict over there. So. Very, very strict. Well, she used to be.
But let me tell you something. You have to be sassy because, I dropped the boy Talent last night because, he tried to get spicy with me. And I'm like, Blue, let me tell you something. I don't deal with that crap no more. I mean, we had a conversation. And then when people try to go left, I go right. I'm like, I don't, we can have a civil conversation. But, that over condescending child, you can't do that with me no more. I'm not at that place anymore. I'm not at that place to be arguing with people.
Yeah, sometimes people don't feel like that. But Sherry, that happened at Jay Wilson's channel. So that's what we got to go replay that. That was Jay Wilson last night where they're saying that Sister T knocked them all down like bowling pins.
Child, when I tell you, I'm going to tell you, Sassy, they came up and they started first. I don't know what Sparkles had against Sister T. I don't know what she had against Sister T. But baby, Sister T came on back. You know what? Now I brought up that caviar and that cracker thing because I think it's funny. I think
It
it's funny.
is
Now
funny.
I don't have anything, but the thing is, it was not a slight on talent. See, this is what I don't understand where he doesn't get it. It's not a slight on him. It's the slight that the people were spitting it out on camera. That's some tacky shit. Okay? I just think it's tacky. You know, you spending all of this money, you got caviar, and they don't. It goes to show you that, yeah, I would have been like, okay, this is an interesting taste, and I would have finished it off. I wouldn't have spit it out, and then you go to the Golden Corral or whatever that buffet is, and be y'all eating like y'all ain't ate before. So it wasn't on talent, but talent thought it was about him, and he came on, and I'm like, it's really not. It's really not. I mean, obviously, you have the acquired taste for the caviar and the crackers, and they did. And then they was bragging on it like it was all of this, this, and that, but they didn't finish it all. And I mean, and it was on camera, and it was like, ooh, did they just spit this out? It's just like, And then they went to that Golden Corral buffet or whatever it was, and it was eating like they ate before. I mean, eating like Roots, the next generation. So
Wow.
I'm like, okay. But then he came on and he said, well, you're mentioning this caviar a lot and this caviar. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I did. And he was saying something. And I answered him the first time, but then he tried to get zesty with me. And I'm like, I'm okay, click. Before he was saying, yeah, of course he's going to get in the chat and say, look, I don't have time for it. I just don't. But if you great, you stay great. You stay great, and you continue to be great. And I'm going to continue to be what I am. It is what it is. But trust me, I am not intimidated by anybody. It is, Sassy, you run your own race.
Period.
Sassy, what you got is yours. What I have is mine. I don't know how you even got it. It ain't really my business how you got it. But at the end of the day, if you going to work and you paying your bills, it is what it is. I'm satisfied with my home. I'm not trying to go and get $1 million home. I'm going to stick right with what I have because I'm satisfied with that because that's for me. And I think people don't understand that. That's the whole deal with me. I'm not looking at other people. It's crazy. Even in this beef sector thing with Lemon. Lemon is on top right now. Oh, God, people are looking at him, but you got to realize that people like a good train wreck. But long as I can be consistent, long as I can do the replays, I'm good. And let me tell y'all this, too. I don't put commercials in my live because I want people to see the live. I put my commercials in after. I know how to make that money, but I don't like how it does me when I'm sitting there looking and then all of a sudden I miss something because a damn commercial is in there. I put it in after. The people who come in deserve a straight shot. I don't put commercials in while I am doing a live, and I do not I allow people to red ball. I cannot stand that when people don't allow you to red ball, and I leave. I leave. If I can't see what's happening at the front end so I can know what's happening at the back end, then I just leave. So that's why I don't do that.
Well, I think that's
not
great.
Not because I don't know how, but if you, like I said, that's it. I read the chat when I am on YouTube. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
But after I finish the YouTube, you can hang it up. Because people done told me folk done wrote books. You see them comments are still there. You know why? Because I truly don't go back to read the chat. If you can't tell me why I'm on, it won't get read. Period. Point blank. So it's not the point that nobody don't know how to put commercials in and stuff. I cannot stand that. I can't stand not allowing people to red ball, and I can't stand people putting commercials in during a live. I put them in after. The people who do the replay should have to go through the commercials, not the people who click on live. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah, it's a whole thought process. It's not like willy nilly, like you said. Like I don't know. I know how to do it. I've been here.
I know how to do that. You all about that money. I am all about that money. But a lot of people will lose money when you do stuff to nickel and dime people at every corner. I would rather, baby, I would take Delta any day over Frontier and Spirit.
Oh
Because I
God.
know at Delta, I'm going to get my snacks and my water or coffee or soda. I don't drink sodas anymore. And I know I don't have to get nickel and dime and everything. And I know I'm going to get my 2 bags on for free. Some of y'all is Spirit Airlines. Some of y'all is Frontier. Okay? I'm not that. So my thing is I'm gonna get my money, but I'm not gonna turn away people because of that. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I never knew your philosophy behind it, but I think the subscribers definitely appreciate that. I have to get my
Yeah,
premium because I can't do it. I ain't
yeah.
gonna be able to
But
do
my
it.
thing is this, I'm not gonna be putting commercials in there and we talking and some good tea come on and here go a commercial about some air conditioning. And I'm like, damn. And then I gotta wait. No, 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 no. I think if you're coming on when I'm on, you have the right to listen to this whole live in its entirety. The people who replay, then they have the commercials. And then I want people to be informed. So red ball it back to listen to it. But a lot of people keep that apparatus on because they will get flagged. And so they don't follow community guidelines. I'm gonna leave that alone too. That's a whole nother story, Sassy.
Okay, I'm about to get off of here. I got one meeting today. It's early morning meeting, but
Oh,
I
come
just
on, meeting. Come
uh,
on, meeting.
they act like these baby. Ugh. But this should be a quick one, so that's good. Somebody wrote in your chat that the orange guy is sending troops to Memphis now, so we understand the assignment now. He's going to try to focus
All
on
black cities. All black
yes,
cities.
yeah,
Baltimore, Memphis, Chicago,
yeah.
Oakland,
Oh,
D.C. He'll be
uh-huh.
sending them to Detroit. They
Yeah.
might be coming to Houston.
Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. They will not. Them Negroes down there have PA to have letters behind their names. No, they will not. No
I'm
sir.
just saying.
No sir. They
Okay.
not gonna do that. And that oil money, they not doing that.
But
That
people, but no, but people don't understand though that. Well, one reason why he won't go. Well, no, no. Tennessee is a red state for the most part. It's a red state.
it's a red
My
state,
thing is,
but Memphis is blue like an Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like
but Houston is blue blue. Do you not know Houston is just as
I
black as
understand.
Atlanta?
Well, it's not I know a lot about Houston. It's not just as black as Atlanta, but the socioeconomic status definitely of the people of color is definitely high. But what I'm saying is that I think that Abbott has Texas, you know what I'm saying, kind of
Yeah,
around a shield. That's why I don't really think I hear a lot about ICE being in Texas, right? That's just my only thought about Texas.
yeah. Well,
But
ICE is secretly in Texas because they are targeting people in San Antonio. So where there is a lot of Hispanics, you may not hear about it. But did I not tell you that I saw an ICE raid? Okay, so I had to do a training in Houston. I mean, not Houston, but Austin. And baby, I was at a gas station, and they were right across the way at an apartment at a gas station there. Not I mean at the apartment complex across from the gas station. And when I tell you, it was two Austin police cars and some black undescript cars following them. Baby, when I tell you they stopped out, they started getting out of cars, and all you saw was people running from that construction site.
oh, I just be feeling so bad for them. What I don't want to deter too much, but that whole situation in Georgia with that Hyundai plant is just atrocious. Just atrocious. I mean, do you know how many jobs that was
Eight
what that,
thousand five hundred jobs gone. You know those Koreans don't. The Asian cultures they about saving face, so they probably won't put it in Georgia now. It's crazy.
no,
Why would you
it's
do that?
because they don't because Jay Wilson, this is the most ignorant administration ever, right? Like, I mean, I'm very moderate Democrat and I have a lot of respect. I'm poli-sci major, so I have a lot of respect for a lot of Republicans along the years. You know what I'm saying? I could do a thesis paper on the Bush family and all of that. Um, but they were, they crossed the line. They try not cross the line, but you know what I'm saying, the party line in order to get things done for the American people is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And but these people are so ignorant to just basic facts. So that Karen who's running for, Senate, who thought she was, telling on, the people of color, girl, you're not telling on nobody. These people, they want these people here. These people are here to train your people for jobs. And then for this whole big, I mean, that would have been gigantic. And then, where they were located, those people could have come from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? They could have come from Texas, from Louisiana. That's a lot of high paying, skilled jobs that are gone. And they're like, no, we sending our people, we sending planes for our people. And that's one thing I do appreciate about the Asian culture as a whole. Of course, you got some, North Korea and all that, that's, psychos, but in generally speaking, is they gonna take care of their own. I mean, it's just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, this is,
yeah.
it's so sad.
It is so bad. And now, and see, let me tell you why I'm not talking about this Kirk situation a lot. I want the Epstein, all of the stuff released.
Oh,
I
child,
want it released.
that's not
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
I want it released because whether it's Democrats or whoever, see, let me tell you why them Epstein files are not being released. Because there are a lot of high-powered people in that circle.
Period.
Democrats, Republicans, royal families, and again, they cover for their own. It reminds me of the GameStop situation when the average man found out how to game the system and how the SEC stopped them from doing it because they wanted to protect the wealthy people because they were losing their shirts. And I see the same thing. If it was one of us, baby, they would have had it all out. But because it's powerful and rich people, they're trying to cover it. So I want them to focus on that. I want to know, why are these farmers in Arkansas, Nebraska crying because they need socialism. They say they need a bailout. They need the government to write them a check. Yet they voted for this government who was against their interests because racism is definitely expensive. And classism is expensive. These people don't care nothing about y'all, and y'all went right into their traps. And what they're going to do is, when you lose your farm, Big Agra is going to take your farm.
That's exactly what
that's exactly what they want to do.
And
but
let me
y'all
tell you,
voted against your own interest.
against your own interest. And let me tell you one other thing. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with QAnon?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a badass documentary. Man, this documentary, I'll have to get the name one day and put it. I'm bad with remembering names, and I've seen it probably 3 times. It's a mini series, so it's probably like 5 or 6 series. But I want to say it maybe came out. Roger Stone is in it, so it maybe came out, I don't know, 8 years ago or something. So maybe right after the first Orange administration, or right before. Nevertheless, it was talking about, you got to watch this documentary. But nevertheless, the point I was trying to make is, remember the Pizza Gate and Democrats eating kids and all this ridiculous stuff, right? And QAnon was, I mean, so powerful and so big, and it's really prefaced what we're looking at today, right? Because this stuff takes time. It's, this was 10 years in the making, more like 30, but let's just put it 10 years in the making. And the fact that they voted so vigorously against the Dems, because they said the Dems were the ones that were on Epstein Island. They said that if they could just get Orange Man in power, then he was going to release these tapes, and it was going to prove their theory that the Dems were the ones that were just so egregious, and they were Pedialites and blah, on and on and on, only to fast forward to today. No, honey, it's your man and his people.
It's the same. They are against trans and gays, but they in the bathroom tapping their feet, trying to get off.
Peter Thiel and Steven and all of them is LGBTQIA.
So again, that's why I always look at those people with the side eye. Sassy, so many small businesses are going under because of that tariff on things that are less than $800. Y'all don't understand that if something costs $50 with that tariff, depending on what country it is, it could be $150. Who's going to pay $150 for something that's $50? See, that's what people don't understand.
I can't even get my Sheen hauls in peace anymore. I would just go on Shein and just buy a whole bunch of crap I don't need or some stuff I am gonna need. Now, I mean, it's definitely double the price, and it's not worth the whole little shopping sprees anymore because it's not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I want to get some cheap little jelly sandals for $10, I want them to be $10, like you said, not $20, because I'm not paying that for that.
Yeah. Sheen had a pop-up store in San Antonio, baby, and it was packed. It was packed. They did a little pop-up store. It was packed. You couldn't get
Baby,
let me tell you something. You couldn't get a parking lot and parking space in that mall. The reason
baby,
why
I
I know
love
is
it.
that my cousin went, and she
Uh-huh.
said, I don't think none of the good stuff gonna be there no more because it was packed. It was packed. They were there early that morning for that Sheen pop-up. But y'all, we just saying this because this is real stuff happening. Do you not know canned goods are going up because of the steel tariff? Do you know that cars, they can't sell the cars now because
Oh, this is I
everything is so
found the
expensive?
name of the documentary that you have to watch. I'm about to put it in here, and then okay, go ahead though.
Okay. Yeah. So you all, it's a lot of things that are going up, and it's affecting everyone. And so I want y'all to be very aware of this. The job losses are astronomical. FedEx they're laying people off. Kroger laying people off. People are laying folk off because again, businesses have to do forecasting, and if they're forecasting that it's going to be a rough season, then they're going to let that staff go. Even for these stores to give us low prices, that means somebody got to be cut. Cue into the Storm documentary. Okay, that's what it is. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check it out.
you're gonna be man when I tell you, and it's a docu series, so sometimes you be like, okay, I can't just sit here and watch all of this. Oh no, honey, it's one of them kind of like you watching some, whatever your favorite soap opera is. You're gonna be like, wait, say what now? And this is all the players that are that are in the deep web, the people that we never hear from.
Mm.
Oh, it
And what do
is.
you think about this Christian nationalism? Because a lot of these people who did the Project 2025 are actually Christian nationalists. And I don't
Oh,
think Donald Trump is running the country. I think they are.
they
I mean,
are.
some of these policies are so like, this don't sound right. And let me tell you something. This DEI elimination, it has really adversely affect white women because y'all got most of those contracts. Y'all got most of those contracts. So again, these these men don't like white women. They want them to be barefooted and pregnant. Barefoot and pregnant. That's what they want. They think black people should be back to the fields again. They really want black people to take these jobs. I'm like, are you serious? And y'all don't think that's true. But I'm so scared that people in prison are going to be plowing fields again and doing all of this stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you, it's
Well,
getting
that's what
deep
they was
out
trying
here.
to. That's what they were, in my opinion. That's what they were trying to kind of check out, or what do you call it? Do an exploratory mission with Alligator Alley, and then they found out real quick, like because that was all of us working in those horrible conditions for that low pay. Child,
It's sad, you all.
they took
It's
all
so
them
sad.
Floridians and said, okay, we're gonna give y'all $15 an hour. Y'all go keep these people, and it was just awful conditions, awful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
check it
see,
out, Ebony. I'm gonna check that
yeah,
one
and the
out.
business community is hurting right now because they thought that they were going to get criminals. These people want everybody out. And what's going on now is where it only took 3 months to build my house. Now it's taking years to build homes because they don't have enough manpower. Hotels are hurting because they don't have enough manpower in their housekeeping staffs. Everybody's hurting because, but then the business owners are crying because they're going to have to shut down now. But y'all voted for this because y'all wanted these people to be gone. But those people are your people. And this man told you what he was going to do. So now y'all crying. Those people in Nebraska, y'all didn't want the United States to be sending money to USAID. Those are the people who eat your food. So now there's no more clients, and you don't have no more clients. Okay, y'all thought them tariffs was fun. Well, soybeans out of Louisiana is cheap, but when you put the tariffs on it, it's cheaper out of Brazil. People getting their lobsters from Canada now, and now our lobster industry hurt. Let me tell you something, Sassy. It is across the board. This is a whole mess, and whoever is the president, I pray they're gonna have so much junk to fix.
Me and my dad were just saying that it's gonna it. I mean, even if they were to stop with this bull crap today, it may take them 10 years to reverse all this
The
stuff.
National Institute of Health, CDC, all of these things, all of these things. It's just like they got the worst of the worst to run these organizations.
Oh, and let me say
Department of
this.
Ed, all of it.
And let me say this. I have never in the histordom of me. See, I grew up with sitting at 3 years old at my dad's feet watching 60 Minutes. So that's the reason why I'm, like, okay. Like, so my daddy just texted me right now. He's sending me some old stuff on old boy Kirk. But anyway, I have never in the history seen a FBI director come to a press conference, this big of a press conference, sit there with these wide, drugged out eyes and not say a word. You want to talk about incompetence? The FBI, we only hear from the FBI director a few times in an administration, okay? Because that's when they come out, it's something big, okay? And he is so incompetent that he cannot even speak. I said, look at him. And then Jay Wilson, he made them wait until he got there. So they couldn't even get off the press conference till 9 o'clock at night. And then he just sat there. What do we need you here for? I know these people are just
That's the whole
infuriated.
thing. And then you are getting rid of all of the Department of Defense people who just know they could do this in their sleep, and
In
you
their
got rid
sleep.
of them. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this is what incompetent looks like. This is why we have diversity, equity, and inclusion, because of this situation right here. This is what you get when you don't have diversity, equity, and inclusion. You get this kind of mess like this. This is what you get. And can I say this? Charlie Kirk is an activist. He's not a politician. I am tired of these people. Look. My heart goes out to his family. No one should have to die because of their beliefs. But he did say that some people are gonna have to lose their life so people can have the right to bear arms.
Yes, he did. And
He's a model. Go ahead.
He also said he doesn't believe in empathy or compassion. So I have no empathy nor compassion for him, his children, or his wife. Because I mean, I like to meet people where they are.
Let me tell you something. I have a friend, and he is a director of music for this large church in Houston, and he said the only Charlie I know is Wilson, and he said the only Kirk I know is Franklin.
Ah!
Baby, the white people got so mad. And I'm like, what the man is saying is, let me tell you something. I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was until this shoot. Because
Right.
I don't go looking for people who trash it. I don't go looking for that kind of stuff.
Right.
William Buckley is the only person that I probably follow, and the only reason why I followed him because, honey, what's his name? What's his name?
Right.
Dante's. Oh, what's his name? Dante's Closet. Fire Next Time. Oh, James Baldwin. Baby, James Baldwin ate into William Buckley. James Baldwin debated William Buckley. That's the only. Since then, I don't listen to people like that. But I'm with him. The only Charlie I know is Wilson, and the only Kirk I know is Franklin. And the
Right.
people got mad because he said that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm a very empathetic person, but again, I try to meet people where they are. And he said he doesn't believe in empathy. And like you just said, he said that, we need a few people to lose their lives, viciously and inhumanely so that, the NRA and these people can have the right to bear these arms. So, I mean, like the power is in the tongue. And so,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the last thing I'll say is I saw that raw footage of that hit.
I heard it was so graphic.
You know what? I don't like a lot of gore, but this was so swiftly done one shot in the neck artery, boom, and it was just drained. It was pouring out like a water faucet. It was done. It was wrapped. And I
Yeah.
mean, as soon as I saw it, the raw footage, I said, and then from 200, what is it, 200 yards away on a
I think it
rooftop.
was 500. I think it was
Oh,
five.
I mean, this is black ops. This is not no, regular person walking the streets. This was a professional hit. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to hear what we hear afterwards. And with this administration being so corrupt and so ignorant, are we going to hear the truth? You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting.
And this
Well,
is what Trump wants. This is what Trump wants because the media is the fourth estate. The media keeps things in play. This is why I believe in investigative journalism. It is so important that we have investigative journalism because it keeps everybody. I mean, I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican. I don't care who it is. It is what it is. They're doing the investigation on the mayor in New Orleans. I hate it that she's a sister, but it is what it is.
we
What's
don't
done is
have
done. Fair is
investigative.
fair.
We don't
Huh?
have big media is like big farm now. Like we don't, big pharma now. We don't have. I have to go. I mean, I used to. I still keep CNN on my on my office TV just to read the ticker. But as far as me listening, I have to. I listen to Joy Reid after MSNBC fired her. I listen to her. On YouTube, and I listen to Don Lemon on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I listen to Tabitha Speaks on YouTube because these people are independent. And then of course I'll go to Young Turks. I still like the Young Turks. I like NPR, but I mean, you couldn't catch me missing a 60 Minutes episode. And then look, Trump sues them, and then now,
Yep.
they're
Yep.
under his power. It's a trip, like, and it
ABC.
happens.
ABC owns. I mean, Disney owns ABC.
Exactly. It's a trip how swiftly it moved. And the last thing I'll say is that, like, when you have people in my dad's generation where he didn't even want to go on this trip and this New Year's Eve cruise because he was like, girls, he's talking to me, my sister, and my mom, girls, we don't even know what's gonna happen by December. You know what I mean? And when you have somebody putting off their family plans because of what may happen, that's not my dad's energy, that's not my dad's thought process. But he's like, we don't know what's gonna happen. And my vote was, daddy, this is what they want. They want to try to stop us in our tracks. They're already trying to get rid of us, which is the middle class. They want to
Hmm.
stop things. But secretly, I mean, I understand where my daddy is coming from. And I really, every time I talk about it with my friends, I have to say, God willing, because I don't know what's going to happen by the time
You
December.
don't, and this is why education is so important. Y'all don't get it. To even look with AI now, you don't even know what's real or not, and you always gotta go back to the source to see, okay, who wrote this, who funded this. Is it funded by a certain group? Because you got to know, because there's always going to be a slant to this. And you all, let me tell y'all something. Anything that people say you don't need, you better get. I'm telling you. When people say you don't need no education, you better get it. When people say you don't need this, because I'm finding out that the people who always tell you all that, they children loaded down with it. And everybody is not Gates. Y'all don't have benefactors like that, and you all better have options open. And now, more than ever, use Sailor.org, University of the People. I'm not lying. And like I said, our HBCUs, and they're under attack too now because Trump trying to look. He touted how he was helping HBCUs. Now he want to take money from them. You see how this works?
It was all a ruse. I mean, that was all a ruse. You're absolutely correct, Toya. That's why I said sometimes I can watch the Young Turks, but you're absolutely right. Jay Wilson, I always have a great time when we just be
I
up
do
here.
too, girl. I gotta go too because I got a meeting too, so I gotta go. Look, we gotta go because we got things to do. I done made it to my destination and we gonna go. But y'all hit the like button. Thank you, Sassy, for coming over. I appreciate you. I enjoyed the conversation.
Me as well.
Thank
Thank you
y'all.
so much. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Take care.